Hello. Welcome back to Sabbath School Flashcards. It is Preparation Day, Friday, February 7th, and this is the final lesson under the title From Arrogance to Destruction. Further thought. Large feasts were common in the courts of the ancient world. Kings loved to throw parties with extravagance and luxury to show their greatness and confidence. Although we do not know all of the details of this particular feast, we know that it took place when the Medo-Persian army was poised to attack Babylon. But humanly speaking, there was no reason for concern. Babylon had fortified walls, a food supply for many years, and plenty of water, because the Euphrates River flowed through the heart of the city. So King Belshazzar sees no problem in having a party while the enemy surrounds the city. And he orders a momentous celebration, which soon degenerates into an orgy. What a powerful testimony to the hubris of humanity, especially in contrast to the power of the Lord. Through Daniel, God tells the king that despite the opportunities he has had to learn truth, the God who holds your breath in his hand and owns all your ways, you have not glorified. Referencing Daniel 5:23, New King James Version. The history of nations speaks to us today. To every nation and to every individual God has assigned a place in his great plan. Today men and nations are being tested by the plummet in the hand of him who makes no mistake. All are by their own choice deciding their destiny, and God is overruling all for the accomplishment of his purposes. Ellen G. White, Prophets and Kings, page 536. Discussion questions. In class, discuss the answer to Sunday's question about the ways in which society and culture profane the truth of God. What are these ways, and how should we as a church and as individuals respond to those profanations? What does this story teach us about how salvation is not so much about what we know but about how we respond to what we know? See Daniel 5:22. Reading, And thou his son, O Belshazzar, hast not humbled thine heart, though thou knewest all this. Read Daniel 5:23. Reading, But hast lifted up thyself against the Lord of heaven, they have brought the vessels of his house before thee, and thou, and thy lords, thy wives, and thy concubines, have drunk wine in them, and thou hast praised the gods of silver, and gold, of brass, iron, wood, and stone, which see not, nor hear, nor know, and the God in whose hand thy breath is, and whose are all thy ways, hast thou not glorified. What important spiritual principles are found in this verse? For example, how does the text warn us against defiance of God? Or, what does the text teach us about God as not only the creator but also the sustainer of our existence? Even without knowing what the words mean, Belshazzar was frightened. Daniel 5:6. Reading, Then the king's countenance was changed, and his thoughts troubled him, so that the joints of his loins were loosed, and his knees smote one against another. What does this tell us about what it means to live with a guilty conscience? Be prepared to discuss your answers in class tomorrow. This is Witness Glenn. Have a safe and productive preparation day. And remember, song service for Sabbath school begins at 9:15. Be on time.